Welcome to Not My Reality. I'm your host as always, Vince Stradamus. It's good to have you here because this is going to be a little bit of a memory test. Now, as you know, we started this channel because we think our reality shifted sometime around 2012. And it seems there are a lot of people who were born in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever. They all remember the same thing. But that's not our sun. Our sun was different. Our sun was much more yellow. And as strange as it sounds, a much nicer sun. We, in Not My Reality, we vividly remember the sun being much yellower. What color was the sun when you were a kid? Now, pay attention, all of you, especially you young kids and you old that are out there. What color was the sun? Here we go. As it's a parody. If you don't have a sense of humor, go. Welcome. Is this my reality? Is this your reality? Is this a different sun? Is this a different reality altogether? Now, there was a tweet from a woman, and she said to her, the sun has lost some of its shine. It's less yellow and more white, less round and more ovular than when she was a child. She said, quote, she was telling a person in her 20s that the sun used to be yellow when she was a kid, and the 20-year-old laughed at her. The last time he saw a yellow sun was on the television show Teletubbies. She said, here's the sun right now, white in a weird shape. How's it looking where you're at? And a lot of people agreed with her. This isn't anything new though. The question of whether the sun has changed is a theory that's been talked about for years. Even Rolling Stone admits it. Even before social media as we know it today, with people declaring not my sun and claiming to witness weird phenomena. A quick search of the subreddit for theories related to the Mandela effect, and I hate that they call it the Mandela effect because I'm not a big fan of Mandela, but I digress. It shows the yellow sun, it's been a topic of interest for years now. Quote, I miss it so much, a Redditor replied to someone asking what the yellow sun was like. Quote, this sun was friendly. It warmed you up in a nice way. We could use a metallic tray under our chins to tan our necks and faces, and you could do that without being blinded. For people who don't know, yes, people used to do that. It would put a big, think about a broiler pan, polished up nice and shiny, under their neck, and they would sun their faces all day. And what's weird is, there's been a 53% increase in skin cancer diagnosis in the United States since 1999. As people who once sunbathed with cooking oil in reflective trays, they seem to be aging just fine. Look, when we were kids, at least when I was a kid, all manners of TV shows, toys, or school activities depicted the sun as yellow with a little bit of orange. Now, people were fully on board with this. Quote, as a kid, I went to the Southern California beach every weekend. The sun was always yellow. The sun we see today is nothing like it was 20, 30, or even 50 years ago. It's much whiter. A second person confirmed, people are just now starting to see the difference. It's huge, it's white, it's glaring, it's a very hot sun. Another remarked, quote, wake up people. The sun is white, but it definitely appears yellow to the eye. Look, don't look directly at the sun, please. Right? Just don't do that. As it rises and it sets, it's yellow to even red. If this is how it's always been, why are so many people saying it's different? That it's not the same. So many are saying this is not the same sun. And we gotta be honest, we feel the same way too. Now the sun does change colors over millions of years, but nothing so sudden as this 50-year time frame we're talking about. That's why we want to know, what do you remember? We remember the sun from our old reality. A more yellower sun? A more, say, friendlier sun? Is this proof of a reality shift years back? Or is this just a mass misremembrance by people? What do you remember? Leave a comment down below. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. What are the odds? Looks like it's gonna rain.